I have a couple of groups that go to all-inclusives, and one definitely is led by someone that was neurodivergent. Another was actually a counselor, and I would tend to think that she'd be less so. But those people in every case is better than I am, because while I love traveling with people I care about, it is exhausting, and I don't know how people do it. Not because of the people or that anyone did anything wrong, but because group travel requires a lot of energy that more people realize. And as someone with autism and ADHD, I have learned that some of the hardest parts of group travel have nothing to do with the destination. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Heath, and as I mentioned, I have autism and ADHD, but I'm also a travel agent. And I'm attempting to build a community to make travel fulfilling for neurodivergent individuals like myself. And today I want to talk more about group travel and why it's harder than many people realize. Because while traveling with friends and family can create amazing memories, it also introduces a layer of complexity that doesn't exist when you're traveling alone. Let's go over some of the stuff. Everyone has different expectations. One thing I've noticed is that people often picture completely different vacations. One person wants to sleep in, another one wants to be at the door at the very beginning of when anything opens, another wants to have a packed schedule, one wants to relax, someone to explore, someone by the pool. None of these preferences are wrong, but the more you introduce, the more hectic it is. And when multiple people try to combine different vacation styles, things get complicated so quickly. This goes back to what I talked about my family vacation to Disney, and we try to do things together, and it just gets so messy so fast. There is constant social energy. People don't always talk about that and how much social energy groups require. Like when you're traveling with other people, you're rarely alone. You're talking, planning, coordinating, compromising, checking in with everyone, and making decisions together. And even if you're having a great time, your brain's processing social information. And if it's not all neurodivergent people, you're also masking some and trying to blend in. And that is a significant amount of energy and pressure to keep up. And I don't even think that people understand that pressure. Like, you need to take a break. People want to keep going. Because I used to love when I had, my daughter was 3, 4, 5, because it was my built-in excuse. I mean, she definitely still needed to get back, but so did I. Your brain needs a break, you're not able to get it, and then you get overstimulated. And suddenly, you need to balance your needs with the desire to not disappoint everyone else. And that can be so difficult, especially when you genuinely want to participate. Because so often we want to do things, we just can't, and our body cannot stand it. Different needs aren't necessarily personal. One of the most important things I've learned is that different travel needs aren't personal. If someone needs downtime, it doesn't mean that they're upset. Like if they're being standoffish, doesn't mean they're mad at anyone. If they want to skip an activity, doesn't mean they're ruining the trip. Someone needs a quiet hour, doesn't mean they don't enjoy being around the group. People just oftentimes need to take care of their needs and themselves because everybody has different energy needs. And that is okay. So if someone else in your group is it's okay. If you need it, feel the permission to go ahead and do it because it is okay. The key is to communicate. The best trips I've experienced have one thing in common. People have communicated. Talked about expectations before, talked about the priorities, gave themselves permission to be different, and not everyone to do everything together. You had certain together points, but you could be separate, and people advocated for themselves. And that definitely made the trip better because there's a lot of pressure to keep up, and that is not good. And honestly, it's okay to need space. One lesson that took me forever was that because you always want to be part of the group. And the healthiest thing you can do is take a short break. Go back to your room, take a walk, find a quiet space, recharge, join the group later. That doesn't make me antisocial. I mean, I am antisocial, let's face facts. But it doesn't make me a bad person. It just makes me a self-aware one. So I don't think group travel is difficult because people are difficult. I think group travel is difficult because people are different. And when you're dealing with different energy levels, expectations, communication styles, and needs, that the more we understand this and respect those differences, the easier group travel becomes. Because the goal isn't for everyone to vacation the same way, it's for everyone to create a trip where they can enjoy themselves. And when we start recognizing that needing space is just valid, then everyone can have an amazing time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If you want to have more conversations like this, have me help you with future trips, possibly connect with other travelers, or just have me plan, like your next vacation, visit yourneurodivergenttravelagentt.com. You'll find videos, articles, discussions, planning support, and a growing community. Again, that's yourneurodivergenttravelagentt.com. I do hope to see you there and talk soon.